came over a really new way. As the reeds of the cornfield did play, the gravel roads went to the only place. Knew a peace was all I could have, and Willow called me home, wrapped me around with bright white arms. And the moon did sit upon my heart as the song did play, and I was a world away. With snuggles of a baby bunny came safe and wonder in my heart, the place I knew a dream could start. The rage of a boy had finally at last left a hole that he had. He had no more reason to fear, it all had disappeared. But friends still took full to the head, and taketh what they did command the soul. But now I'm just beginning down the old country road, back home again, that home again. I think to the past when I found my desires, when I found a destiny, a fate was sealed. But now I know it was me, and I wrap myself around my pain and doubt. Let myself begin to crawl into my depressive man. I was lost, didn't know how to handle the voices in my head. As windows of fate opened to me, like the lifelines of all there was meant to be. I knew I was meant for more than a dream. What did they want from me? And I harken back at last, till I know what was past. It was a destiny when I found my fifth path. But I knew my journey was far from done, and I'm sitting here now at 50-some, and the heart of my body has found a way to go. For the last of the journey, a happy end, I know, my friend. All good things must come to an end. Rainbows finally come to a close. Heart returns to home, and the soul that was once alone joins magical and freedom reborn. But all like love stories truly end and never truly apart. When we go back to where we've begun, joining the better part of ourselves, we see the whole as we firmly hit the crossroads on the way home. But now I know it was me, and now I know it was me, and I wrap myself, for now I know, but it was beginning, the crossroads on the way. But now I know it was me, and now I know it was me, and I wrap myself, for now I know, but it was beginning, the crossroads on the way. But now I know it was me, and now I know it was me, it was me, and not myself, for now I know, but it was beginning, the crossroads on the way. As windows of fate open to me, like the lifelines of all that was meant to be. But like my stories truly end, and never truly apart. When we go back to where we've begun, joining the better part of ourselves, we see the whole as we firmly hit the crossroads on the way home. Way home, away home.
In the beginning of the morning across the USA, the freedom that calls to all of our hearts on the shining day. From the swing states of Nebraska to this glorious shores of where Pennsylvania reigns, to the heartfelt songs of Florida, whose healing lands begin anew. And down on the street where we used to fight, the world comes to. As we saw around the Capitol, and joy and freedom now is fulfilled. The mothers of this world came to the fight. The fathers of this world joined with the light. No party stood sacred ground. Party over country was now forever sound. As we fight for democracy, and the light of that must not continue. The hard work of the job at we faced that we would lose to a man with hate in his heart. And fear is his torch, he almost took us down. The fight was in as we begin it, now we will win. We will fight, we will prevail through this night. We will be this morning light, we will be the ones who unite. Now vote blue. The fight is not close, the tide is now raised. We must begin the wave of the blue, of them one united USA. We must put down our party. We must.
Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain.
Good morning, my beautiful stars, and happy Wednesday to you. Welcome to Witchy Wednesday. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you all in. My name is Joshua Adam Bleasy. I am the unknown prophet of Twitch. I do daily tarot readings. Right now, I'm changing my hours. So from now on, after November 1st, next week, we will be starting new hours from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, guys. So that's my big announcement. Tomorrow, I need my stars. I need every last one of you tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be doing a special 6-hour stream for the American Heart Association. Because of my heart attack, we are going to give back and get that information to some place that can actually do some good in this world. It's my one charity event every year I do. I'm hoping that you guys can come out and support me tomorrow. Every subscription will go to a charity. Every donation will go to charity. All biddies and times and things will go to charity. Tomorrow, you will have to pay for your reading. It will be a $5 per reading stream so that we can raise money for the association. So please bring your pocketbooks tomorrow because we will be doing that. Anyway, guys, and we might waver on that from time to time. I'm not going to lie. We might still do some free readings here and there. But I would really appreciate you guys coming tomorrow and supporting me. If I could ask you for your help, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. Welcome, Indigo. Welcome all of the people out there in Twitchy land. Like I said, I use my homemade custom deck, the 5 Paths Tarot, to divine the best possible path for you. I will tell you the good. I will tell you the bad. I will tell the ugly. I will tell you the deepest, darkest recesses of the evilest things you need to know. And I will relighten your life to the most positive life you could ever be by connecting you back to your fate, controlling your destiny, and sealing your fate by choosing the one that you want the most. Today will be your best day ever. Come on in and get a reading if you want. I will be honest and truthful with you. I don't hold back. I don't sugarcoat it. And I will let you know what you need to know, not necessarily what you want to know. So welcome on into everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous Wednesday. How you doing today, Indigo? Got my coffee. A neighbor gave me sugar. I'm a happy man right now. I'll tell you, this whole experience that I've been through has really got me to appreciate that the destiny I was promised is coming to an end. But all great things must come to an end eventually. And I'm not anybody who's any different than anybody else. Death scares me just like everybody else. I know I have a deep connection with it, and I know and I understand it, but as a human being, I don't know what that's like yet. A soul knows that, but this Joshua Bleezy hasn't been through that yet. At least not that I can remember. At least if I did, I did. If I didn't, I didn't. But the point is that every day we wake up is a brand new world. Every day we meet a new challenge. When we start our day off, the day is that day. The day you get to choose how you want everything to go in your life. We are on the precipice of a life-changing moment in history across the world. It's not just America. People are waking up and they are saying we will hold our leaders to account. I don't care who you vote for, but I encourage you, if you are in the United States of America, get up off of your couch and vote. I'm not going to sit here and tell you who to vote for. I know who I voted for. I voted blue for Kamala Harris. That's my personal opinion and my vote. I appreciate your vote, and I want to hear your side of the story too. But next Tuesday, we might be doing my first ever political stream because I'm going to be pushing blue that day. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm going to go full tilt kitty. I'm probably going to get a flyer up that says we are going to go, and I'm going to promote Kamala Harris that day. And if that's not your vibe, I appreciate that you love me enough to say, hey, I see you and I hear you. I don't agree with you, but you know what? We can go on moving forward. And if you're a Trump supporter and you actually believe in that man, I hope you make the right choice for you and the country that you want. Whichever way you choose to vote, that's your choice and your decision. Now, enough of the political stuff for now. Let's get back to Wednesday and Wacky Wednesday, or Witchy Wednesday as I'm calling it today because tomorrow's Halloween. So, so you know what? And it's important, and even if you're not in America, in your countries, in the places that you live, it's important to always remember that we do have a voice. And if we stand together like this, there's nothing that can break us apart. Whichever party you choose to follow, we know that together is the way forward. So, anyway, enough of my soapbox. Getting off my soapbox now. All right. We have removed the soapbox. So thank you very much for allowing me my time to tell you my opinion. Now, back to the readings at hand. So, and talking about my journey and what I've been on and stuff like that. Often I try to talk about things that I've been through or experiences that I've had in my life or things that I've I've struggled with or overcome or overcame. And I did give up on myself a couple of times in life. I'm not going to lie. I tried to kill myself 7 different times. Thank God that didn't happen and I'm still here. But there were 3 times where my life almost ended because of that brokenness inside of myself. And it took me a long time to find the confidence within myself, to believe in myself, to show myself that I was able to do all the things I could do in my life. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've been told, you will never amount to anything, you will never become anything in this world. You will just be one of those, like I said, people out there who just get forgotten. Part of the reason I chose unknown was because I know what one day there will be no one on earth who knows who Joshua Adam Bleasy is. Maybe there'll be 1 or 2 people who might appreciate my art, maybe. There might be a person who reads my book once in a great blue moon, but I don't think I'm going to be like Vincent van Gogh or nothing, so, I'm not exactly a more widely known artist or anything like that. It's not like my writing is extremely great or anything. It's not like I've got a huge-ass voice on Twitch or Twitter or anything like that. I come here to help people find the destinies and fates that are meant for them. That's the only reason I come here, is to be that person who can show you how to reach that, where you need to look, and what you might need to do to move you forward. Whatever your questions of the days are, they're important because they help you make the right choices. All my information, all of the things that I say here are just that. It's information. You have to take back what I say to you and you apply it to your life or not apply it to your life. You choose to do that. Whichever way you choose to do that, it's that choice. And as we start to move forward in our journeys and start to make better ones, or sometimes worse ones, we can decide between the 2 paths that are before us. And sometimes we pick middle of the road, or sometimes we don't move at all. And sometimes we just sit in our mind and we go blah, 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 for a while because we just don't want to think about anything. I know a couple people like that. I'm one of them sometimes. Turn on the movies, click and watch the TV screen, and I can't wait for Agatha All Along's finale tonight. I really love that show. I'm a big Marvel fan. I read comic books when I wrote. I love Deadpool, Wolverine. I loved all of the movies on it. I don't honestly think there was a big ass problem with the multiverse saga. I just wish they could have done some things a little bit different. But you know what? It was a good run. It wasn't the best of the best, but it was at least something entertaining to watch once in a while. If you go in expecting to see the riveting moment of the world happening, and that doesn't happen, but if you go in just expecting to watch a good movie and enjoy yourself, you're gonna go in and enjoy the movie. But and I loved Deadpool Wolverine. I'm gonna tell you, I screamed like a little girl most of that movie. And I'm not ashamed to say that. But as the hero's journey teaches us, through the pain that we have suffered in our past sometimes comes the acknowledgement of our empathy, the acknowledgement of our filters, the acknowledgement of the change we want to make within ourselves. There's a moment in Deadpool Wolverine where Wolverine has to decide whether or not he's going to join Deadpool. Now, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it yet, they do join hands and defeat the enemy, but I won't tell you how because I want you to watch it. There's incredibly beautiful stuff in there. I don't want to take away from it. So that's about as much of a spoiler as I'll give you. But you know what? If you've already watched the movie, you understand what I mean. It's an incredibly moving moment to a very powerful piece of music. It's about coming together to focus one goal, and that's what we all need to do. We take the good, we take the bad within ourselves, and we try to find that one focused goal. We know that we have a lot to change and grow within ourselves. We can manifest that change into more beautiful things, and we can learn from those things and move ourselves forward in that moment. But as we start to recognize those patterns that are working for us, we make better and better choices. As we start to continue to live our lives, we go along this journey, making that moment where we take the path that we choose the most. The reason I call it the 5 paths is because it's all about choice. It's all about change. It's all about the deeds you do in your life, not about what you obtain, not how much crap you have in your house, not how much money you have. the spirit and message of your soul. What were you here to do? If your only goal here was to earn money, well then, congratulations, you've earned enough money, and well, bravo, okay, you've completed your goal. But if you're like me, who is just someone who just wants to live a more fuller life, I've tried so many different things, I've gone into a lot of things, I've changed myself so many times I can't count. But that's what you do when you're trying to change and grow into the person you want to be. You explore things, you explore parts of yourself you don't necessarily always explore. I've even explored the darkest recesses of me and found out that's not who I am, and that's not what I'm about. And I won't let anyone tell me how to do that anymore. Not anybody, not ever again. And it's about time I stood my ground. If this is my power and this is the divinity I have, then this is what I'm meant to do here. If you have a different idea of divinity or you have a different idea of spirituality, I'm okay with that. We all listen to all things here. This is why we have an open, honest community where we can talk about anything and all things we want to here. Even when we're not doing readings, I still want to come here to give you the best advice I can. Tell you about my journey. Tell you what I've had to overcome. Teach you guys that even someone who was born with a developmental disability, a learning disability, with a chemical imbalance in his brain, and was told time and time again by teachers, friends, bullies, that he could never become anything. And I proved every last one of them wrong. Because I chose to believe in the dream. I chose to believe in a future that I knew one day I would reach. And I knew it would take me a while to get there. I didn't think it would take this long, but it did. And that all happened for a reason. Now, sometimes you go through the shit of life, and I'll be the first one to say it. No, I didn't like the shit I had to go through in my life. I didn't like having to go through those experiences. They were very hard-fought things that I had to work through in my life. But without those, I'm not who I am today. Without me choosing the better angels of my character, I am not the unknown prophet coming here and doing the right readings for you guys. And every decision and every choice I made helped me become this person. Now that I've accepted everything about my path, my destiny, and my fate, it's like the universe just went, boom, there you go. We heard you. You are now 30% God. And that's what they say. So, hey, 2 Pins, welcome on in. Welcome to the queue. How are you doing today? As I like to say, welcome to Wacky Witchy Wednesdays, and please pick your verification deck and throw me your numbers and your question for today. I'm going to have more coffee here. So whenever you're ready, Tui, we'll get to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And thank you for sticking around and listening to my babble there, Indigo. I appreciate that. You're the first one on the list, sweet. Tui, you're the first one on my list. Pick a verification deck, whichever one you want for your verification, and then tell me your numbers and your question if you have one today, or if you just want a general, let me know that. If you haven't been here before on Wednesdays now, what you do is you pick one of these decks, and okay, you got the numbers and stuff like that, and then you choose. We have the Fairy deck, we have the Sacred Circle deck, and we have the God deck. So choose one deck that will help you in your reading today, and we'll help you answer that question as well. 4 and 9, now I just need the verification deck you want to use. Do you want to use the Fairies, the Sacred Circle, or the God deck? While you were thinking about that, I'm going to start to shuffle for the regular stuff here. Let's clear these cards off and get them ready to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me the gods, the good, the bad, the uglies, and everything that's in between, the darkest recesses of the deepest wells of the emotions of light, of the dreams that I have, and let me lead them to the light where they can find the best day ever. That's usually how I start my day. Sacred Circle deck. Yep. We'll get the Sacred Circle deck out for you, and we'll finish shuffling for you. And if you guys don't remember, the silver one is Sacred Circle, the yellow one is the God deck, and the blue one is the Fairy deck. And it should show you that right in my chat there. So we're going to get these cards ready for you, and then we'll get them done. All right, here is those ready. Now we got to do this shuffle here. Now these ones do have reversals, so I do this shuffle a little bit differently than I normally do my normal shuffle. But it's only for the start of the day if I feel like I do it a little bit different than I normally would do it. Alright. Alright. And I'm going to shuffle these decks and get them clear for you so we get the right reading. And you got 4 and 9. We add those two numbers together and we get 13. So you get 4 shuffles and you get the 4th card in. Alright, that's how the verification works. We add your numbers up, whatever they equal. We take that number and we squish those together, and we add 1 through 10 numerologically what that is. And that's how many times we count the deck for you. So, thank you for saying it's not babble. So, and I'm going to do your verification deck first. So, here are your 4 official shuffles for your verification. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 4th card is 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you do have a reversed card on this one here. We'll get to that in just a minute. Now, we're going to do this reading here, and they were in the right spot for you too. Here are your 4 official shuffles. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and the 9th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we want to know about this if you should move forward in your current relationship, right? Very powerful reading so far. And let's see what your verification card is. All right, so you have the Druid reversed. The Druid reversed means that it is time for you to acknowledge that you still have a lot to learn in this respect. Returning to a place where we can be a part of each other's world, where we can be a part of the earth of each other's life, where we take into account each other's sacred land and sacred selves. We have to acknowledge that the person inside of ourselves, as the Druid is reversed, that we have that disconnect between us and the world. So it's time to reconnect to the world again and find our magic within the things that we're searching for. And that's usually what the Druid reversed means. Then we remind you back to your normal regular reading and the question that you had at hand. Should you move forward in this relationship? This is the point, 2 pins. This decision is the point. Are you going to tell the universe what you want? Or are you going to let the universe tell you what you're going to have? Which way do you want it? Wouldn't you rather tell the universe what you want than wait for the universe to give you the answer that may be yes or maybe no? Maybe it's time to step up to the plate and take a stand and take a step forward and say, hi, universe, this is what I actually want in my relationship. This is what I want to do within my relationship. I'm willing to give up the things that weren't working. I'm willing to manifest a new change. I'm willing to work with my partner. And we have an ad starting in 2 minutes and 58 seconds. So let me know if we hit ads here. Okay? And it's important for us to step up and start to walk that walk and talk that talk. And do the things we say we're going to do. If we can't live up to the expectations we set, then we have to allow ourselves the acknowledgement that we might be 2x4. Congratulations, you've gotten 2x4. So now you have a choice. Do you get back up again and go back into working on this relationship or not? Reminding yourself that you are the one in control here. That you have to remind yourself, 2 pins, that should you move forward, well, Are you ready to say, yes, I am? I am ready. Let's find out if they are. Then let's come together and claim our power as a couple. We will have to deal with the past. We will finally have to both let go of some of the baggage we hung around from other people. Now, all of this is your and her shit. Some of this is past bullshit that you guys haven't dealt with yet. So work together as that team and come to that compromise. Come to that place where you can overcome the past to step into that brave new future. We must resolve the past first before we can move forward. If you can't do that, it's probably time for you to consider your other options. But here's your real answer there, Two Pins. And I want you to hear this with all of my heart. No matter what's happening right now, everything is happening for a reason. It is happening to help you reach your end goal. Some adjustments need to be made, and this is your wake-up call for you to think about what you need to change. You also have to ask your partner to change along with you. But it's time to start to believe in the dream and believe in it with your whole heart and manifest that shit into reality, because they have come to tell you everything is gonna be okay. No matter what's gone on from this point in the past to now, everything is going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to work out. You need to start to trust yourself and us. We're trying to give you the answers you're looking for. This kind of happened and said to you that it was time to look underneath the surface of it all. And as you are starting to look underneath the surface for the very first time with this person, you are seeing some of the recesses and things that we don't like. The great part of a relationship is we both understand that the other person cannot fix those things about us, but we can support each other to fix it for ourselves. And I think it's important that you understand what the underlying reasons for that fight happened and what the underlying reasons for should you keep moving forward, because maybe there's something underneath that's trying to tell you this isn't the right time or place, or this isn't the right person. I kind of get the feeling like you are kind of ready to move on, but at the same time, you kind of have hope that it could be better. So you're kind of stuck in that crossroads of which way do I go? Just look underneath the surface. Let's get underneath and find out what actually the details are before we make a choice and decision. That's my advice to you, and to reconnect your lives back to the place of spirituality, because the Druid Reverse is all about you returning back to that balance of being in communication with your higher power, the earth, and you. So that's what I have to tell you today, Two Pins, and that's your reading for today. Alrighty. Thank you, Two Pins. I hope and wish you well. We'll see you soon. Alright, Indigo to the reading room. 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 It is your turn whenever you're ready. We have an ad, so 1 minute. Sure. Which verification deck do you want? And which one do you want first? 12 or 13? You want 12 shuffles and the 13th one? Okay, I can do it. So what's your question? And pick your verification deck. So we'll be shuffling that 7 times and you get the 7th card in for that one, okay, Indigo? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Middle deck, you got it. You want the Sacred Circle one? You got it. Let me clear these cards off for you so that you get the right kind of reading for you today. And I'm going to shuffle these up so they're the right spot for you. All right, these ones are ready. So here are your 7 official shuffles. 6, 7, wait. 5, 6, 7. Yep. So 5, 6, 7. 7 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You have a reversed card for your reading. And here we go with your shuffling of the deck for you for your question of the day. What's up with the 13th? It beamed into your head a couple weeks ago, but only tell me if it's not a secret. So if it is a secret, you don't want me to tell you, correct? Just want to clarify that. Okay. Making sure. All right. I wanted to make sure because, I usually don't tell them to hold back answers, They might tell me, but I won't tell you. All right, guy, here we go with your 12 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have a 1 God card answer as well. That's 10, 11, and 12. And the 13th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 is the answer. I see. Aha. The answer is revealed to me. Okay. So, let's see your verification card first. You have action reversed. Maybe this is not the time to take the action. Maybe this is the time for you to sit back and let the universe just guide you the way it's supposed to go. Maybe this is the moment you have to sit still for once and start to realize that those arrows are on their way to the sky and it's reversed. So instead of taking action, a lot of action, maybe it's time to sit and wait for the answers to come to you this time. Maybe the 13th is an important day because that's the day they need you to pay attention so that you don't take the wrong action. So with that said, let's get into the rest of the reading, okay, Indigo? And as I'm going to tell you here about the 13th and not revealing any secrets or anything you're not supposed to know, okay? It is going to be a moment of understanding how to get back to making your life be in control again. How to juggle the physical, the mental, and the spiritual of your life. Your work, your home, your life together. It's time for us to understand how it all works together and why it all works together. We are done tending to ourselves now. It's time to go to work and decide what we want to change or what we want to move ahead of. The 13th is all about that moment of you seeing the real reflection of your life, yourself, and seeing all the goods and positives along the way. How every part of this mirror had to come together so that you could see the beautiful person you are. It may look like a jumbled up mess to some people, but you know that this is just your most perfect self that you can be at this moment, and that shines back to you so that you can see it, so that you honestly see the real reflection being shown to you. So eyes wide open time, because you're going to be shown shown some things that you might have to deal with. There are going to be some secrets that will be revealed, but on the right timetable, at the right time, and at the right place. You haven't made some choices yet, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's wait to see if you even get there first. But what I can tell you is that this moment will be good for you to finally understand what it means to feel at home, Indigo. The 13th is all about you finally reaching that place within yourself where you finally feel home, where you've built the house that stands the test of time, where you know you have a solid foundation of all the good things that you want to have happen in your life. You know those safety walls are protecting you from the outside voices that are telling you how to live your life. You protected yourself from the world at large, from all the nasty wonderful things that could happen to us. We've protected ourselves in the best way possible, paying our bills, making sure we keep up on things. That's our roof. And then we made a door so we can go outside of our home to explore this world once again. The windows show us what we are missing on the outside, and it's time for you to finally meet that moment where you find that home within yourself. But this will be a path that you have to choose. That you have to choose yourself. You will have to cut through the bullshit before you can get there. And that might be understanding what this tending moment is, seeing the real reflection, and knowing that you have made it to the place you've always wanted to be. Through that, choosing a path that's not easy, that's not hard, that's somewhere in between, one you forge yourself, but you're going to cut through the one thing that's been keeping you in that spot you don't want to be anymore. It's time to cut through the last leaf that you've been hanging on to, that you hide behind. Now we will come full force and show this world who we are, and that is beautiful. So, what do I have to tell you from your God today? I can't say I didn't see this one coming, Indigo, but I want you to hear me today. I need you to hear me today. The 13th. I want you to remember this. It is time to walk out of the cage you've been putting yourself in. No more are you going to be in that comfort zone that keeps you locked from that moment you want in your life. We are going to recognize all the stuff that we don't want in our lives anymore, the things that aren't working, the things that aren't getting to us, the things that are destroying us and making us hurt. It's time to set ourselves free. It's time to set ourselves free from those burdens and walk out of that cage once and for all and say, hell the fuck if I ever do that to myself ever again. I'm going to believe in my path. I'm going to believe in my journey. I will find the freedom to choose a new way forward, a new way to improve my life, to choose the destiny that today will be my best one ever because I chose it. Because I walked out of the cage and I said, I'm even locking the door and throwing the key inside so I can't get back in there either. It's a complete, utter time. It's time to go home. And that is your reading for today. And I think this flight and you returning back home is all a part of it. There's something you need to face. There's something that you need to be aware of. There's something that hasn't happened yet that you have to experience. And since you don't want me to reveal the secret, that will be coming for you around the 13th. And just pay attention when it does come to you. And you'll get the answers you're looking for. That's what I got for you today, my friend. You're welcome, my friend. You know? Okay, clearing you off. Thank you, young lady. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day. Any more questions for me? You know what to do. Just ask. Sometimes I don't need cards to answer your questions. But everything else will be revealed in the right time. Just give yourself space to receive those gifts when they come to you and open them when they're the right time for you, okay? Indigo, you'll know when it's the right time to open up that gift. It may not be exactly the 13th, but when you do return home, I want you to recognize and look around at your life that you are about to have for the very first time a brand new world. This is your moment to start over again. Let it be the new beginning you want it to be. Okay? Calling you out a little bit, young lady. Now, if I got that wrong, I'm sorry. I'm feeling female energy. No. It's always scary when you're trying to reach that place within yourself where, you know what? And maybe I can explain home to you a little bit, at least my perspective of home for me, okay? When I decided to become the more positive version of myself, I had to let go of my worry. And I was a chronic worrier. I worried practically every hour of every day. I had to let go of the anxiety of wondering when the next impossible bad thing would happen to myself. You know? And then I had to understand what I have been doing to myself all along, allowing my depression to control my life. I'm doing great, Melbra. Allowing my anxieties to rule my decisions. Allowing my skepticism and my view of the world to corrupt and maybe even choose a bad or not so great path. But you know what I learned when I let all of it go? When I let all of that bullshit from my past go, the bullies, the teachers, my own negative thoughts, my own negative demon that I had inside of me, when I slayed that one and laid it to rest and sent it to a place where it could be happy, I did that. The next day, I became the unknown prophet, and my only goal was that every day would be my best day ever. And every day led me to a better day. And as it took me 4 years to get healthy before I even started streaming, and then once I got to a point where I felt I was healthy enough, I did start a podcast during that time. That was before with the Unknown Prophet. It was more of a business kind of a thing. Don't worry about it. It's in the past. If you want to go find it, you go on my link tree. You can find out the weird things I used to do. But when I became the Unknown Prophet, I accepted my journey, my path, my destiny, the thing that I was really meant to be doing here. But it wasn't until this moment I was meant to do it, because I had to understand the whole thing came together. And when I built that new home for myself, I poured into that foundation what I did want with my life. And I'll be right with you, Mel, bro. I'm just going to finish my story real quick. And then I learned what it meant to put better positive blocks in my life, to listen to the doctors, to listen to myself and my body telling me things, and to listen to these voices that have been trying to help me since I was an 8-year-old boy, to trust them and implicitly trust them. So those are my safety walls that keep me protected, but they don't keep me so protected I'm not willing to change or grow or learn something new or different. That's the difference between my walls and a lot of other people out. Other walls. I don't build walls to keep myself safe. I build walls so that I will change, so that I will grow, so that I will find a better way forward. I protect myself because I pay my bills as much on time as much as I can. I try to make sure everything is covered first before I go spend anything fun for myself. And most months that means not doing anything. Besides getting my streaming services and being able to watch some things that I like on TV, we're pretty much homebodies. We don't get to go out and do things a lot. But you know what? Because I take that moment to protect myself with as much of that bounty that I have while I still have it, we took the money that was given to us and we didn't just spend it on the fun things. We repaired our house and the things that we needed to get done. But we didn't spend it all on that. We also took a fair amount of it for fun. But when I opened up my door and I realized that I had to start having that door that could be open to a brand new world, when I stepped out of the past and into my future for the first time and looked back at what I had created, I saw it for the first time why I had to go through it all. All right, story time's a little over there. Malbra to the reading room. Malbra to the reading room. You know, and please choose your verification deck and your numbers and your question for today. But, you know, it didn't happen overnight either. It took some time, it took some patience, and it took some understanding. I want to be more... Okay, I did say to you and made sense to me. I wrote down on a paper everything that I don't want to be and burned it on... And you're actually seeing the difference. Good. I'm glad. I'm really proud of you for doing that. Not only for yourself, but now you are ready to really, really take in the more positive stuff. You've released the thing that you don't need. Don't forget to fill it back up with the more positive stuff you need going forward. So build that life that will make you be the best one ever. Throw me your numbers, your question, whatever that might be, even if it's tied to the last one. Yeah. And it took a long time to learn to be patient with myself. But I took the time to learn. Didn't? No? Oh, I got... Your numbers are 9 and 13. And which deck do you want for your verification today? I'm going to start to shuffle the main deck here. Get them in the right spot for you. And then choose whatever deck you want me to verify it with. We have the Fairy deck, the Sacred Circle deck, and the God deck. Okay, God deck it is. Got you. Alright. Alright. Let me shuffle this deck here. And how we do this one here is we add up your numbers. So we got 9, 10, and we got 13. So we get 4 shuffles, and you get the 4th card in after I'm done with my, my cleansing shuffle here. So you get 4 shuffles and the 4th card in for this answer here. Alright, they like it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 4th card is 1, 2, 3. And the 4th card is now on top. Okay, there's that card. And the yellow ones don't have reverses, so you don't have to worry about that. And these are in the right spot for you. So here are your 9 and 13 shuffles. And your question of the day is... Okay, and you want to know more about your professional area and how to be more of a success. You got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 13th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the 13th card is... Alright. And your verification card is... You have Lakshma, a bright future. Lakshma, a bright future. It says on the bottom of the card, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Melbra, stop worrying, everything is gonna be fine. So, verification from your goddess today, letting you know that it's all going to be okay. What you have to start to realize in your professional career and where you want to start to increase that back to yourself and become that more professional, more successful person. First of all, you have to realize that there are a couple of things you have to bring together. Every tool you have learned up to this point, whether it be the smallest little thing you've learned along the way or the most major thing you've learned along the way, it's time to bring all of those goals and things together to focus on the one thing that matters the most. If success is your goal, then you know you gotta work hard to get there. This isn't gonna be handed to you like a little plate of food that's gonna be gobbled up anytime you want. You're gonna have to work for this a little bit. It's entirely up to you to use whatever the world has given you, bring the good things together so that we can say, hey, even my negative attributes make me be a more positive person somehow, some way. It changes me, it grows me, it manifests me, it makes me question, it makes me do all these things, it makes mistakes, and I learn from them. Then we take the other parts of ourselves that are still good for us to do and deal with, and we put those into the mix. We use those as the catalyst to ignite our life into what we want it to be. So the only thing left for you to do is to strike that match against the grain and light the light you want lit in your life, and let that light spread throughout the rest of your days. The way to success is this: work hard, yes. Be forthright about the people you cater to, your customers, the people that are involved with your business. Always believe in your employees and show them that they are a benefit to your company. And when those people do not work out, send them to the places they will be able to help you out. Maybe we can try them in a different position. Let's give them a second chance before we throw them away. Let's make sure everyone has all of the right things that they need to do the jobs they need to do. To make sure they have all the tools. Just like you know that you're going to have all the tools ready for you. This grand elder experience, all of this knowledge and wisdom that you carry within you. It's time to throw it back out there to other people, to spread that knowledge to the people who may not have learned something that you have learned yet. Maybe it's time for you to sprout seeds and plant them. Maybe it's time to lose those last little leaves that you've been hanging on to so you can make room for new growth. Maybe it's time to say, I have become the person I've always wanted to be. It's time to believe in that self of mine and what my goals and dreams are. Well, how can I make that happen, you say, right? It's time for you to get the right ingredients together. The success that you want, I want you to imagine it like a recipe, like what you need to make this the best, most beautiful, most tastiest thing you've ever had in your life, the meat of your life, the beer of your life, the wine of your life, the Coca-Cola of your life, whichever way you like to drink it, okay? But it's all about the ingredients you put into it. So take the sugary, sweet things that are going to keep you going and motivated. Take the things that aren't working with you and throw them in the mix for that freaking goddamn catalyst of change. It takes the sugars and the yeast to fermentate anything. But we can't just fermentate water. We've got to add the flavors of who we are. So what makes up what you want it to look like? What are the ingredients that look like a good, successful company? See it, believe it, walk it, talk it, and then do it. So allow yourself to remind yourself that you have all of the right ingredients. Add the spices that come along the way. Some ideas from other people might give you the kind of experience you need. So don't be open or closed-minded to another idea. But when you are ready, you have to understand that this is all got to break down. And it's all got to work together in order for it to be that thing that will be a success. It's all got to come together. That means every part's got to break down. Every part's got to use that yeast and use that sugar to draw the flavor into the water, to fermentate that thing. And when it is done, it will be the elixir of life you want it to be. Ad starting in 2 minutes and 58 seconds. Let me know if we run into ads. But the thing you need to understand the most, and the reason that this is all coming up, the one thing that you can do above all other things in your life is it is time to call out to your family, to your company family. The company of that will make you and help you in every way. Yeah, you're going to have disagreements with your brothers and sisters from time to time, but we're going to find a way to allow ourselves to understand. Good, we don't have ads. I don't have to worry about them then. But you have to start to call out to that one true people who are going to help you, to let them hear your voice, to share with them your ideas, share with them what you want in that business and success. Find people who want to be a part of that journey. They don't have to be followers. They don't have to be leaders. They just have to be there and be a part of a company. Make everybody a part of everything that you do. Take the lowest of the low, the janitor who cleans the desk up, to the top CEO of the company. It's important for you to understand that we are all in this together. We do this and we will succeed. One bad apple cannot ruin an entire batch if you take out the bad apple. But you know how it is in business. You're going to have to make some hard choices from time to time. But you'll make the right choices. So let that family come to you for a change. And maybe it's time to put out those recesses and say, this is what I need. This is how I need it. If you think you can answer that call, come find me. And we'll build this together. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. There you go. Your reading for today, Melbra. I think you get in your head a lot, and I think that's why you got the card that you did get today. And it's just kind of them reminding, take a beat, take a breath, think about how you want this to look. You know what you're doing here. Trust yourself. Know that you're going to make mistakes, but you're going to learn from them. And we're going to learn how to be a success. If you want to know how to be a success, follow people who are a success. Look at mom and pop businesses who are a success. They always stand by what they believe in. They stand by the thing that they put out, whether it's food, product, or whatever. They're proud of it. Their employees feel proud of it. The people who come into the store feel welcomed, feel included. It doesn't matter who walks through that door. Everyone is a valued customer. From the person, even the homeless guy who sits outside of my place. He could be a valued member. You could ask him to hold a sign for you all day and sit there and draw customers in. You could get him a nice place, a nice thing to dress up on, and give him a meal every day, and he could do some basically free work for you. You know. So there are a lot of wonderful things. You have to include all of the people who are surrounding you. And does that mean that from time to time you have to tell those people to move along? Okay. But which are the right people and the wrong people. So stop being such a pighead and start to trust yourself a little bit, okay? All right, Mel. That's what I got for you today. And that last one came straight from your spirit guides. Preach! Kuma to the reading room. Kuma to the reading room. Numbers. And pick your verification deck. Bottom left. Fairy deck. Blue deck, right? This deck? The one with the wings? Okay. That's what I want. Thank you. So on my screen it flips it, so that's why I wanted to make sure. Alright, we got the yellow deck. Three and 12. 3, 4, 5, 6. You go. Okay, you got 6 shuffles for your verification deck. Give me a second to cleanse these cards out for you. You want a general reading? You got it. They like it here. Here are your 6 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 card in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is now on top. And now we get these shuffled for you, and we get these cleared for you. Alright. Here are your 3 official shuffles then for your general reading for today. 1, 2, 3. 12th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 is the one on top. And this is what you need to know, not necessarily what you want to know, and giving you the right advice you need to hear for today. Alright, come on. Give me a second to put these up here. And let's see what your verification card is. You have the Butterfly Maiden, the Goddess of Transformation. On the bottom it says this: you are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings you blessings. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings about great blessings. Transformation is what's coming for you. And now we return to the reading that you need to hear for you today. Part of that transformation is understanding what has left to still move out of your life. There might be a couple of things that you are slowly letting kind of go out of your life, whether it's coming to terms with some things that you needed to change about yourself and slowly beginning to change them into more positive things, letting go of those negative attributes that are holding us back, and letting those finally become something useful in the future, letting it become the much needed dirt we need or fertilizer we need to put back into our garden. We must allow those last things that we are working on to finally just move out of our lives, to let them become transformed and changed into something that could benefit us someday. For example, when I took my depression and anxiety, you think depression and anxiety can't be a useful tool. But what I did was I found a way to find my light in that darkness. I found a way to push through the clouds and bring myself to that happy moment. I used my anxieties to allow myself to hear the voices, to allow my voices to run free sometimes, but to pay attention to this common theme that they were trying to tell me and trying to move me into that better place where I could release those things I needed to let go of. As we are doing this, it will be an emotional letting go of some stuff. Allowing to let myself go and be free of these things and these chains and boundaries that I put up for myself. To finally be free of them will bring about an emotional response. You get to decide what that emotional response is. You can be as light or as strong as you want it to be. But you are the sky in this picture. You are not the rain that happens to it. You are the one who lets the rain happen. You control the rain. You are the one who allows that rain to either be the light, happy sprinkles or the deluge, hurricane flood of life. You have to decide whether or not you're going to let this freeze you in place from making the good choices of your life. Are you going to allow the cracks on the ice to scare you off of the lake? Now, maybe the lake is safe and maybe the lake is not safe. Maybe we've tested it and we don't want to give it a try. That's okay because you're being safe. But if you know that the ground is solid underneath and all you're walking on is that very thin ice and it's only puddle deep, then you can't possibly go to a bottom where there is no bottom. So stop letting the little cracks stop you from making the more positive choices. Take those brave steps forward and understand when to, yes, I will, and understand that. I'm going to use the fairy deck for that. Okay? But the reason you're going through all of this right now is so what we're about to explore is the seeds. Remind yourself that we are going to be planting seeds. Letting go of some things can become something beneficial for us. So what should we let go of and how should we let go of it? Is there something physical you need to stop doing that's not so good for you to do? Is there something mentally you do every day that you need to stop doing and let that go so it can become something new? Or is there something spiritual you have to let go of so that you can make room for something better to fill its place? That's why we let go of things, to make room for something that could be better for us. And since you wanted what should I let go of card, so let's just gonna do an intuitional draw. I'm gonna let them tell me when to stop. And this is what they will say to you. What you need to let go of. It's time to let go of that inner child and lay him to rest. It's time to say to yourself, Kuma, baby Kuma has done everything that they can do. Teenage Kuma has done everything they can do. Young adult Kuma has done everything they can do in this world. It's time to let go of that inner child and set them to rest so that they can finally enjoy the peace that they've been longing for in this world. So that's one of those things about letting go of that childlike innocence sometimes, not losing the beauty of seeing through a child's eye, but letting it finally be at peace. And I think that's what it is all about for you, is allowing your inner child to finally be at peace again. And since you want me to give you a habit you need to change, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do the 8th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And they said, what do you need to bring and put in its place? The magic of nature. So let go of the inner child and put the magic of nature back in its place. Through transformation. Any questions? That's what I have to tell you today, Kuma, but I do have another thing from your guides because they want me to tell you something. But it's more of a make sure they're ready for it kind of a thing. So if you want to hear that, I'll let you know what they say. I know you probably will, but I'm still just getting all my cards and crap in the right spot. So thank you. So I do have something else from your guides kind of giving you a little bit more of an answer to the actual question. But that's what I got for you unless you want something else, okay? Alright, Kuma, let me know. Okay, so do you want to know what they were telling you? Okay, good. Alright, so what they wanted me to tell you is that part of what they're trying to make you see right now, yeah, I was getting there. Like I said, I kind of knew it was coming anyway. But part of the things that you have to start to understand is there are 3 parts of you that have to start to work together. That physical self, that mental self, and that spiritual self. All of those balls that we are juggling in the air. Just do one good thing for yourself in a physically good way. Whether that's shower every day, go out for a meditation every day, give yourself 10 minutes of peace every day. Something physical that you give back to yourself as a repayment for all that you would have done for the rest of the world. Something that you do good for yourself that's mental. Today I told myself I loved myself. Today is the day I said to myself, you're brave for letting people see this side of you. You're brave for allowing yourself to finally be seen and accepted for who you are. Allowing yourself to know and recognize about those things about yourself that you know in your heart aren't who you truly are. They're the other things that you've kind of put on yourself because of how life happened to you. And to put that spiritual self back in your place. And remind yourself that you are the spirit you're looking for. Remind yourself that one good thing you can do for your spirit every day is to remind yourself that today can and will be my best day ever. Come up with the creed and allow us to help you shape that. Allow us to help you, guide you to that. Let us come into your life and fill the spots that you don't know how to fill. And until those moments come, when you recognize what you need to know, just remember one thing. It's going to be okay. We got you. We're not going to let you fail. That's what they wanted me to tell you. And that's the message I have for you. If you can get all of those balls juggling in the right way, your life will become a lot more synchronized, a lot more easy to take care of. I'll be right with you, Mordecai. All about that. Welcome in, subscriber. Mordecai, are you a first-time chatter? Please let me know if you are. I need to know how it works here. I will explain it to you. Hi, Dragon. How's it going today? All right, but Mordecai, if you want to know how it works here, I ask you to choose some numbers, and those are 1 through 10 for your shuffle amount, 1 through 52 for your answer amount. Well, I wasn't sure, so I hadn't seen you for a while, so I want to double make sure. And today is Wacky Wednesday or Witchy Wednesday. You pick one deck to help verify the reading today. So whatever your numbers equal, so let's say you pick 4 and 4, we add those up together, 8, and we shuffle 8 times and you get the 8th card in. That's how we do the verification decks. Everything is exactly the way it was last time. 1 through 52, 1 through 10, shuffle amount. And then ask your question if you have one or not, whichever way you want. 4 and 4, wow. So is that what you want? Choose my numbers. You just did. I'm using 4 and 4 now. Haha. So which verification deck do you want? Do you want the God deck, the Sacred Circle Tarot deck, or the Blue Fairy deck? Oh, okay. Well, then, yep, choose your numbers whenever you're ready. Then 1 through 10, shuffle them out, 1 through 52. Okay, I'll choose for you. Okay, and you just want to know what was your question of the day, or did you want a general reading, or what was your pleasure today? I'm going to start to shuffle and get them in the right spots for you, though. I always do a cleansing shuffle before I do any reading with any cards, so if you wonder why I shuffle beforehand, I make sure I get all the other readings off. Alright, so we're going to do what the universe has to tell you reading. Okay, you got it. Tell me we're in the right place. They always do. Alright, and we're going to do this shuffle too. And we're going to do cleansing shuffle for this one too. And after we're done with that, we'll get you the verification deck is always first. And this only happens on Wednesdays, guys. Every other day we do it like normal. And remember, next week we'll be doing new hours. So I have that on the bottom of my screen. We'll be moving it from Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. starting next week on the 4th. Okay, guys? All right, here are your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, we'll go. Okay, got it. 4. Oh, I thought you were going to get a God card. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th card is. And this one is ready to rock and roll. Okay? Now, we're ready to shuffle these decks, and we got the 4th card and the 4th shuffle. Ready? 1. I did this wrong. I'm supposed to shuffle it 8 times, not 4. I trust my intuition, so what I'm going to do here is, this one I'm taking, and then I'm going to count one more time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You get 2 answers today. Because that's what they're telling me to do. Okay? And then we're going to do these right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. One God card for you today. And the fourth card is 1, 2, 3, and the fourth card is up on top. Let's see what the universe has to tell you today, my friend. Alright, let's see what your verification card is for today. So, in what the universe has to tell you for today, I want you to pay attention to this because it is a message you really need to hear there, Mordecai. Are you ready? It is time for you to finally get your happily ever after. Woohoo! It's prize time. Guess what? You've won the prize. You've paid off your karma. Good things are on their way. It's about to get better. Things are about to get a hell of a lot better. Because now is the time where you choose that happily ever after. Today, I want you to imagine all day long what that happily ever after looks like, because they're paying attention and they're going to try to give you exactly what you want. So be careful what you wish for and all of that bullshit, because you know the deal. You have to give up those anxieties. You have to give up that worry. You have to give up all of those other things you keep doing to yourself in order to get that happily ever after. So be ready to release that crap so you can make room for the happily ever after to fill that place in. Now on to what the universe has to tell you about that happily ever after and how to get there. It's time for you to consider, Mordecai, that you have a couple of different ingredients on the shelf of your kitchen table here. And we are now starting the cauldron of change. We've cleaned the cauldron out, we've replaced the water, and it's time to make a new soup. We have to consider all the ingredients we want to go into this happily ever after. We have to add the right things in it at the right time. The things that will take the longest we want to get done right away. Those meat and potatoes have to soften before we add those vegetables, so we don't get soft, squishy vegetables. We have to allow those flavors to come together as we start to decide what spices to add, what flavor we are looking for. Everything that we need to do, we taste as we go. We make sure that the thing we want is the result that we want. Just like all good cookings will tell you, you taste as you go, so you can adjust the recipe. It's time to add the ingredients in the right order now by adding your meat and potatoes first, then your vegetables, and then your spices. Then you let it stew for a little bit, and when you're ready and you like the taste of it, that's when you serve it back to yourself again, and you gobble up that happily ever after you just made. Reminding yourself one thing that needs to be remaining true. You are a beautiful person. You will always be a beautiful person. It's time to stop beating up on yourself and stop doing all this hate stuff and hating myself and all of this bullshit that you keep doing to yourself, and remind yourself that even if the world thinks you're a dandelion in this world, a weed that needs to be pulled, you're not. You were born a flower. You will always be a flower. No one will ever be able to change that. The only person who can become and change that is you, when you've grown enough to spread those seeds out. But we're not there yet. We have to remind you just how beautiful you are. Take this moment to appreciate the person you've become and appreciate what you've done to make this be the person you wanted it to be. It is time to finally break through the clouds and not let this world get to us any longer. It is time to take a stand and say, no more. I will not let my depressions guide my life. I will not let my anxieties rule my choices. I will not let my worry stop me from taking chances on myself. I will be the light in the sky that breaks through the clouds, that shines back onto my life everything I need. It's time to break through the clouds and recognize that you are the sun in this picture. You are not the clouds happening to the world below it. It's been rough because the whole point is the moment you break through that first cloud, your sky begins to clear and you see that happily ever after start to rise in your life. It's all about how you see the world. And it's time that you broke free of this image you think you deserve. You don't deserve this image that you've kind of put in your head anymore. No, you know what you deserve? The real reflection back on your life. You are a good person who does good things. You're empathetic. You try to trust people. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt. You're always trying to help someone in some way, shape, or form, even when it is hard for you to do it for yourself. But that image that you have put in your head of what you're only capable of, you're capable of way more than this. And you have to break free of that image and show this world the real reflection of who you are. That's what we're waiting for. That's how you get your happily ever after. And then the gods come to tell you the one message they need to really tell you today. And here's what they have to tell you. This is your God card. It's a direct message from your higher power to you. Since it's your only second time in here, I usually warn people about these cards, but I'm not warning you. Because that's exactly what you need to start to do. It's time to stop going after the sugar cookie. It's time to stop putting a Band-Aid on it. It's time for you to stop beating up on yourself for the things you think you've done wrong and repay yourself for the things you've done right. It's time to donate back what you need in your life, not what you want, because we're saving up this piggy bank so that when we get ready to go back to getting that happily ever after, we have everything we need to go to that store and spend it like we are billionaires. The God's about to cash your check, and I don't know what amount you wrote on it, but I'd start thinking in bigger numbers if I were you. Got it? Preach! Done. On a more softer note, they really do want to see you remind yourself that you put whatever ingredients you put into this, you're going to get the taste you want. So consider what you actually want and why you want it in your life. Remind yourself that you know what that recipe is, and you have always known that recipe. You're adjusting it so you like the flavor of it. So you recognize that the flour you put on the table complements the meal you are making. And breaking through and seeing that light is why you're going through this right now. Because we want you to reach beyond that and find that happily ever after. Because you do deserve it. Because you have earned it. Because it is time for the abundance to come your way. But until you are saying, gimme, 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 gimme that, instead of gimme, gimme the shit you've been giving me, well, we're going to continue to give you what you want. So if you want more negative stuff, keep thinking in a more negative way. We'll give you exactly what you're asking for. But if you want something different and you want us to change things for you, that's what you need to do. Okay, I will. Thank you, Demi. I will after I get... Good. We'll talk about it after stream, okay, buddy? And that's what I got for you today there, my friend. Mordecai, I hope that helped you in some way, shape, or form today. Gave you the message you needed to hear. Okay, I will turn that down. Thank you for letting me know. Testing 1, 2. Okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3 for voice check. Okay, voice check. Are we good? Not too loud now? Hoo-hoo. Thanks, D. Appreciate that, son. There's my Twitch son. Always appreciating him stopping by. I love you, kiddo. I'll see you later. All right. Dragon to the reading room. What is your verification deck for today? I'm going to have a coffee. That really got cold fast, dude. I need to warm this bad boy up. Sorry. Too cold. Nothing worse than cold coffee when you want a warm coffee. The butterfly one, you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? Alright. And your numbers are 10 and 40. Okay, let me start shuffling this deck for you here and get them in the right spot for you. We're cleansing shuffle for the butterfly one here. And it is 10 and 4, so we got 5 shuffles and the 5th card in for you today, Dragon. And I just got to go look back up on the thing and see what you want to know. So can you tell me what you want to know? Yep, this is new on Wednesdays now. We're doing this now on Wednesdays only. It's called Wacky Wednesday, so it's something that we're doing different every week now. So something to give you guys something a little bit different every once in a while. So this is called the verification deck for you. And what we do is we take both of those numbers up. So I add them in order. 1 plus 4 equals 5. So I'm going to shuffle 5 times for you. 1 through 10 is the amount we go through like normal. But now we go and shuffle 5 times for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now you get the 5th card as your verification. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this fairy deck will come with a message for you today, and we will understand that in just a moment. General reading, I'm assuming, for you today there, Dragon, or did you have a question before I do your actual shuffle? And I'm going to start to shuffle the deck for you to get them cleared. So I got to clear these deck off too. Max, welcome to the reading room. Welcome to the reading room, Max. I'll be with you after this reading. Thank you for joining the queue. You have to press exclamation point, join, no exclamation point after. I don't know if that worked or not, but it worked. So just a general reading. You got it. We'll give you the general. No problem. That's what I'm here for. Okay? And I'll explain how everything works for you, Max, once we get in there. Thank you very much for popping on by. All right. And we're clearing these cards off for you today. 10 and 40 for you. Well, welcome on in. It's 10 and 40, right? Excuse me. I'm a rude, crude, socially unacceptable man with delusions of grandeur, a god complex, completely crazy, and I am connected in ways I will never be able to explain. There you go. See, I have a healthy ego. All right, Dragon, here are your 10 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, God cards. 8, 9, 10. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 God card message today. Okay. And the 40th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 40th card is now on top. And generally, what do you need to hear for today there, Dragon? So here is your general reading for today. And what you need to hear from the gods. All right. Let's see what your verification card is. So, what is the universe trying to tell you to do for yourself today? And one of the things that I feel that is something that you have to work on just a little bit, Dragon, is to be kind to yourself. To be kind to that person who is inside of yourself every once in a while. Remind yourself that you deserve kindness too. That you deserve that same thing you give out to everybody else. So today, above all days, be kind to yourself and take care of yourself today. All right. With that said, as a verification for you to know what you need to hear, though, Part of the things that they want you to understand, the kindness you need to understand to put back on is we want you to walk in sunshine. We want you to walk in that positive shield. We need you to understand that some things that are coming your way aren't necessarily meant to be things that are bad. They're meant to be things that help you change. They're meant to be things that help you grow. But we need you to put back on that healthy shield where you protect yourself from just the right amount of things. Maybe it's time to lower that shield just a little bit to allow the change to come in and do its job. Reminding yourself that you walk in sunshine always and you let whatever in that you're ready to let in. Nothing will hurt you as long as you know that that is going to be healthy. Because the minute it hits that shield, it turns into rain, springs onto you, and the emotions happen. It's time to understand how to build a new wall of safety for yourself. This new shield that you need to create. I want you to tie your spirituality into it. I want you to use your elemental energy. I want you to use the power of your God. I want you to use the power of the dragon's breath and the vision of a dragon to show yourself what you need to see. What are your eggs? What are your gold? Where is your cave? And how do you build around that thing that will keep you protected and safe, but allow you to go find more treasure out there? Because it's time to be kinder to yourself. Because you know what? You make mistakes. It's okay. We all make mistakes. We all make those little tiny mistakes. The point is you don't let it keep you from moving forward. In the moments that they scare you the most, you're stepping on a puddle, not a lake. The ice that's below you, only going to go inch deep. If you decide to go on the lake and not check the lake before you go out there, well, that's your own damn fault. But if you're just walking on the normal path you're working on right now, just remind yourself it's 1 foot in front of the other. One step. One brave step a day is all it takes to reach what you are looking for. It's time to shine that light that you've been looking for back onto that world. Back onto that world where you can see that light because you are the sun that shines down back onto that world. That light shines into your shield. That light shines into your wall. That light melts that ice. It's all about how you choose to see it. Are you going to let the clouds block your way from your happy? Or are you going to break through the clouds and show this world just how happy I can be? It's all about putting that back on and giving yourself that divinity to know that you're on your way towards that. And as you work every day to reach it, that shield becomes stronger. And what do the gods have to tell you today? A 5 God card message for you. So let's see what they got to tell you today, Dragon. What do they want from you? They want you to communicate more clearly in a physical, mental, and spiritual way. They want you to tell them exactly how you want them to work for you and what you want them to do for you. The communication needs to come back. We need to have that solid communication between our mundane self, our higher self, and our higher power. Try to do that bridge that makes it easier for you to go back and forth whenever you need to. Or stop crossing a bridge and just accept that the love and communication they want to give you might be hard to hear sometimes, but it will be the good information you need to be able to hear. Next is what they need you to do is to throw away all that is not working for you so you can turn it into fertilizer in your future. If things aren't working out the way they're supposed to be working out, then let that stuff go. Move on from it and let that stuff just turn into something that could make room for that new growth that you want in your life. It's okay to say, this isn't working out and this doesn't feel right. It's time to move on and move forward, and I need to just take what I've gotten from this experience and let it become the fertilizer that will help me in the future. Then they want you to understand that while you're realizing all of the stuff that you are letting go, you still have to scratch the surface of who you really are and really dive into what the reasons are, what lies within underneath the surface. Why did you choose those things to throw away? What were the reasons to accept them in the first place? I want to find out what the root cause is so that I can heal this wound once and forever. What do they want you? How do they want you to heal? By letting go of the guilt. Letting go of the guilt of what you've done wrong and what you think you could be doing wrong in your future. To walk around knowing that you are protected and safe. That we are going to guide you the right way. We won't let you make a bad choice. We will let you make mistakes. But we're going to guide you to a place where you understand how to get exactly what you are asking for. And that's what they're trying to do, is to help you move through this guilt that you keep carrying around with you from all this other crap that you don't need to anymore. Why? Because they want you to start to shine that light to the places it belongs. As you see in the last card, you clear your sky, and that sky begins to clear, and that sun begins to shine down back on that world that you want to shine so badly. So that's what they're saying. You be the sun in the sky shining down onto your town, your place that you built, and show this world just how much you can put that positive spin back on your life again. And that is your reading and official butt kick from your higher power to you. Mwah. Any other questions, Dragon? Good. Now, you just have to take that all back. Remind yourself that everything I'm saying to you is a choice. And you have to choose which path is going to be right for you. But I know you've got this, okay, Sen? All right. Dragon, Sen, whatever you want to call yourself now. Blessed be. You're welcome, my son. All right. Max the Magician to the reading room. 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 Okay, this is how it works, Max. I need you to choose some numbers for me. A shuffle amount 1 through 10. An answer amount 1 through 52. Those are the only numbers you need to be worried about, okay? You choose whatever verification deck you want to go along with your message. This is the Fairy Blue deck. This is the Sacred Circle Tarot deck. And this is the Goddess deck. You choose whichever one you want to help verify your reading. Throw me your numbers and I've got your question already. Hi, Kara. How you been? The yellow one, 7 is your shuffle amount. And what is your answer amount? 1 through 52 for the answer. I'm going to start to shuffle these and clear these off for you so they're cleansed of the last reading while we're getting ready for this here. Okay, we got 7 and 15. Thank you. So we've got 13 plus, that's 4. So 4 shuffles, 4th card in for you for the yellow deck. Then we'll do this regular deck for you in just a moment here, as soon as I get to clear them off. All right, they like it here. Let's cleanse these cards off here and get you your answer after that, okay? Four shuffles. Clearing the cards off first. Clearing the cards off. Ooh, they like it here. Here are your 4 official shuffles, Max. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards in. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th card is now on top. All right, let's see here. What was the question? Just one more time so I can... Okay, you want to know what the message from above is, okay? So you got it. I got to fix my chair just a little bit. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And the 15th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and the 15th card is okay. All right. And this is what they want you to know from above. And let's see what your verification deck card is. You got Ishtar, which is boundaries. Ishtar, which is boundaries. Let me see if I can get this to focus here on the picture. And it says below, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands and your time and energy. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy is what you need to remind yourself of during this time of awakening for yourself. That it's time for it's time for you. This is not the time for others. Time to say, nope, I can't help you. I'm too busy trying to help myself right now. What they want you to know and what they need to know you to know from above is that you have to start to open up the right kind of gifts they are giving you. Right now, they are sending you a bunch of messages. They are sending you a bunch of things that you need in your life, the things you asked for. They're trying to give you Christmas Day. You have to open up the gifts in the right order. My mom always made me open up the socks, the shirts, and all the stuff that I needed first. After that was all done, I got to tear into whatever I wanted to open first. And you know, I'm a kid. I want the biggest present first, but I always waited for the biggest present to last because I wanted the last present to be my surprise. The one thing I know I wanted the most. And as I started to realize that in my life, I want you to realize it too. You are allowing this stuff to empty within you to make room for that thing that you want coming forward. These boundaries that you need to start to set are healthy boundaries. It's not like you're telling people that you're not going to be there for them. It's just saying, here's my time. Here's when I'm available. I'm sorry if you need help during that time. I'm sorry, I've got to take care of other things right now. Emergencies are emergencies, but I'm just talking about when you freely give your time and your energy to somebody. Reminding yourself that you have more wisdom than you think you do, Max the Magician, that you have learned and the wisdom of this world, that you have that ancient knowledge that courses through your brain and your waves and your tree branches and all the parts of who you are. That you've reached a stage of maturity where you're ready to start to grow and move into new, different areas. We know we still have a lot left to grow on, but we always lose our leaves every year and we always plant new seeds when we are ready. So get your seeds ready and are ready to lose those leaves to make room for the more positive journey you are expecting in return. Great news, Max, because your full potential is about to be awakened. Everything that you thought you wanted in your life, it slowly start to crack that seed within yourself. The seed you planted for you and only you. It's time to bring forth your full potential back into this world. For you to realize once and for all just how powerful you truly are. For once in your life to believe in yourself more than you've ever believed in yourself before. To give yourself that strength and that power to fight every day for that which you know is right for you and your life. But doing it in a positive way rather than a negative way. If you gotta do this, you gotta do it. You know what it is time to do? And I want you to really hear me when I say this, Max. Everything that's been going on in your life is like you shaking the island. Your volcano has been ready to erupt for a while. You're ready to make a change. You're ready to explode onto this world because the pressure needs to be released. But you want to be the one who uses this power to pour down onto this world the brand new life you want, the brand new journey you seek forth in this world. for you to get what you want, sometimes you have to destroy the world that you built in order to build a new one. Now, I'm not telling you to destroy everything that you've got going on in your life. What I'm telling you to do is warn those people who don't want to work with you in your life that if they're not going to work with this new you, they aren't going to be welcomed on the island. And if they stay on the island and they get hurt, you gave them fair warning. So make sure that people know that if they cross the boundaries, there may be consequences. That you're ready to explode in a brand new way that shows down onto this world exactly who you are and what you're ready to build on top of. And that is your reading for today, Max the Magician. All right. You're welcome. I hope that helped you in some way, shape, or form today, Max. I hope that gave you some of the answers you were looking for. Kara, if you don't mind, I got to take a restroom break real quick before I do your reading. So I'm going to get this all set up and I'll play some music while I got, but I got to really run to the bathroom first. So. He should be proud of himself there, Dragon. He should be proud of himself because he's done a lot to get this way. So I'm going to take a quick, hopefully 10 to 15 minute break. I'll put on the pretty music for you while I'm gone, and I'll be back in a little bit. But if I don't go, I'm going to be sitting here going the whole reading. So I'll be right back, guys. Love you.
Still alive, I drive the beast deep. living through the darkness, the pain and the sorrow. No shadow shall I claim, no morning shall I see tomorrow. For the night has just begun, enveloping my eyes. I see the dark in all that I have lost, the pain and the cries. Dark embrace, dark in life, dark in moments, dark in night, dark in dreams, dark in sorrow, dark in all that we are. I am unknown. No. I am unknown. No. So now is the day I dream of my final moment, when I dig my own grave and lay down in torment. Say my final farewell, knowing I'm bound for hell, in the dark embrace where my soul shall dwell. Dark embrace, dark in life, dark in moments, dark in night, dark in dreams, dark in sorrow, dark in all that we are. I am unknown. No. I am unknown. No. No fire licks my boots as I step onto the gravel. The shadow of Lucifer hangs over my soul. Unravel, but I have nothing to behold. I dream of life that never comes. I dream of days that will never be, but I have already won. Dark embrace, dark in life, dark in moments, dark in night, dark in dreams, dark in sorrow, dark in all that we are. I am unknown. No. I am unknown. No. In the silence of the night, I find my final peace. The darkness wraps around me, and all my pain will cease. No more dreams of sorrow, no more cries of despair. In the dark embrace, I find solace there. As the shadows close in, I feel the end is near. But in this darkened moment, I have no fear. For in the depths of night, I find my final rest. In the dark embrace, I am at my best. Dark embrace, dark in life, dark in moments, dark in night, dark in dreams, dark in sorrow, dark in all that we are. I am unknown. No. I am unknown. No. The night is my companion, the darkness. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I walk down the road today, on the sunshine beam I stay. Dreams come and go like the breeze. Life's a dance, move with ease. See our hopes and dreams so high, free to fly across the sky. But what we needed is plain to see. In this big family, let the sun arise again.
And I'm back. Thank you guys for your patience. I do have an ad starting in 2 minutes and 57 seconds. If you have ads, please let me know. I try to keep them as low as I can, to the minimum of what I can do, but I still have to run them every once in a while, guys. So thank you for your patience as you come into pre-rolls and you sit through the ads. I try to make them the 1 minute ones a piece, so you only get one every hour. So, and I'm ready for you, Carl. Whenever you're back in the room, we'll wait for you to come on back in. I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing here. Maybe getting a little bit of a tobacco toke while I get a chance. So, whenever you're ready, throw me your numbers and your question, and pick your verification deck too. All right, you're back. Yes, I'm back. So all I need from you is to choose your verification deck. We've got the Goddess deck, the Sacred Circle deck, the Fairy deck, and then choose your numbers like you normally do, Kara. The rest you know how to do. I'm trying to see if I can get this to puff here. I have to use it. 4 and 5. And which verification deck do you want me to use? Dealer's choice. Okay. I didn't even think about it. I just did it. Alright, dealer's choice it is. Alright, you get 9 shuffles. I'm going to clear these cards off for you. These do have reverses on them, so I do have to mix them a little bit different way here. Okay, and here we go. Okay. Let's clear these cards off so we get the right kind of reading for you. Alright, and I will answer your question. Will Sama accept your proposal? Ooh. You're trusting me with this question? Okay. And I'm going to shuffle these times for you. Ready for you? These are your 9 official shuffles for this, and then we do this the same way we normally do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 9th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And you do have a reversed card, but that's not always a bad thing. Give me a second here while I do your other shuffle 4 and 5. Clearing these cards off so I get them right. Will Sama accept Kara's proposal? All right, here are your 4 official shuffles. 1, God card. 2, 3, 4, more God cards. And the 5th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's see how many God cards you have. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4 God card message for you today. All right, do you have ads, Kara? If you do, please let me know. If you don't have ads, I will continue. "27 seconds for the ads to be over." Okay, just wanted to make sure because I don't want people to not get the reading they need to get. So you have, okay, this is your verification question for your answer. So, for your question, you have a card reversed. Now, this is the one time I really like to say when the cards are reversed, it's for a reason, because it is for a reason. You don't want to regret not asking her. Trust me, you will regret it for the rest of your life if you don't ask her and propose like you're supposed to propose for her. These 3 cups could get emptied out on you, so don't have the regret or the 3 little things that you think are stopping you from doing what you need to do today. Remind yourself that you don't want to live in a place where you leave anything on the table. You're going to share your journey with this person. Ask them to share it with you. Ask them to be a part of the journey, to be with you. Remind yourself what they're trying to tell you today, and that is to break through the things that have been stopping you from the growth that you want. Some of these boundaries that you've been putting up to yourself, you're finally ready to break free of. And boy, are you ready to break free of them by taking the one brave step you've been waiting to take, the one wall you never thought you could ever penetrate. But you can, because you've got the golden hammer of God in your hands, and all you got to do is get a really good swing, and boom, comes down the wall. So that means that maybe there is a good chance, a very good chance, that is you can break through to her and show her that I am ready to be open. I am ready to share my journey with you and not hold back anything from you. I want to give you everything I have. Reminder of that. And in your own words, say it the way you have planned to say it. This gives me cause for celebration because you asked, will she accept your proposal? Acceptance is the card that happens right now, so I believe she will accept your proposal and accept you for who you are and the beautiful man that you are. I really do. I think it's going to be a very emotional moment for both of you, and I think it's going to be that you both finally see each other and know that this is the right choice, and you've been waiting for this because this is the thing that you need to fill that spot that you've been missing. That one thing that you needed was your partner, your support system, the person who never gives up on you, the person you will never give up on. And whatever way you choose to fill this spot up, remember, it's what you build together as a couple that fills this spot. So you're not missing anything. You are got everything that you need. The unknown possibilities are in your hand. Shape them how you choose. Because once they fit into the puzzle piece of your life, congratulations is all I want to say right now. Because the Grand Elder Tree kind of seals the deal here for the question. Because this is the card of ultimate attainment to getting everything you want. A stage of maturity in your life where you're ready to commit, where you're ready to give something to somebody else, where you're ready to spread that part of yourself to somebody else, and they've got to care for that seed as much as you care for theirs. So remind yourself that there will be changes along the way. You're always going to have to learn how to grow and change together, but you have to remind yourself that you are, once you have this power, once she accepts your proposal and you say to her, now we create our power, this moment, this day, it will be the power that will lead us through every trouble and all the things that we have to go through in our lives, because we have everything we need to make this relationship be what we want it to be. So when she does say yes, remind her of that as the relationship goes on, because all relationships come with new growth and new experiences, and all things take some time to learn. So that's your answer for that question. And I do have a God card for you too as well, Cara, and some more general advice for you for today. Okay? So, what are your 4 pieces of advice? Trust yourself and the ancient knowledge that you possess. Trust your inner guide that you are doing the right thing, that you are making the right choice. Yes or no, it doesn't matter. The point is that you asked and trusted that they would have your heart, because they're not a bad person and they're not the kind of person who's going to crush your heart. If it is not right now, but I don't think you're going to get that answer. Honestly, I think you're going to get a pretty good yes. Okay? Second of all, As you trust your ancient knowledge, listen to your God and listen to the guides that are poking you, telling you, we've given you all that you need to make this happen. You've got to do the one thing that you need to do. And that is take that magic and make it work for you. Take this magical moment and let it be the thing that guides you forevermore. And then plant those seeds. Those physical seeds that make your relationship grow. Both of you have to add your each personal seeds and then the one you do together. What am I going to do personally good for myself? What are you going to do personally good for yourself? What are we going to do together personally for ourselves that's a good physical thing? Mental and spiritual, connecting all the seeds in our garden so that when we go to collect the fruit of our word, when wedding day comes, we have all of the gifts we ever wanted because God is going to shine down on us the fruits of our labor. And last but not least, don't be sad. Be happy. Remind yourself that the positive, beautiful reading that you are getting right now, this is the moment to start to believe in something better. This is how you get the answer you're looking for, by showing yourself that you were worthy all along, that you were the sun in the sky. That's what she's been looking for. The sun in the sky that can help her beam through to the other parts of the world, breaking apart those clouds and setting the world of sadness aside finally. It's time for the sadness to end. Blessed be. Got your reading for today, Car. Thank you for the kind compliment about loving my readings. Honestly, Car, I think it's been a long time coming. And I think she's going to have one of these, I can't believe you asked me, kind of moment. So, but that's my psychic impression. I hope it works out. I hope it works out for you. But I think you're about to make the best choice you've ever made in your life. I think you found your soulmate, and I think you goddamn know it. Sadness is good. Time for sadness to end. Time for joy to start entering our lives again. This is the beginning of your joy. Hang on to that happy thought. You're going to need it sometimes. Coffee?
Yes, please.
Reach for it. Don't use all of it, but you can have some sugar.
Oh, thank you.
I'm getting a hot coffee. Don't hope so. Believe in yourself, Car. I want you to say to yourself right now, I deserve this. I and we deserve this. I want you to say it right now. No more hopes or when. When she says yes, I want you to come back and say, she said yes, man. She said yes. Go get her. All right.
Here's the sugar.
Thank you, my lady. Damn straight. And so does she, by the way. She deserves you too. Okay? God, it feels like you're about to have the same moment I had when I met my wife to be, and when we decided to finally get married. She proposed to me. My wife proposed to me because she beat me to the punch. Honestly.
We were both thinking of it.
We were both thinking of it. She just beat me to it. I was going to buy a ring. She got down on one knee without a ring in her hand and said, I love you so much. I want to give you my soul.
Yeah.
That's all she proposed with, her soul. Yeah, we had rings made and all that fun stuff, but she proposed with her soul. So I'll tell you this much. When you find the right one and you finally commit to that relationship, boy, do I know, your power will be better than ever. Remember to hang on to that love. And when I can't wait to hear. But I know you got to go get stuff done, so go get stuff done. You're welcome.
Go get her.
That's what that my wife said. Go get her. Coffee.
I must have been talking in my sleep,
I don't know. I didn't hear any of that, so.
because I don't remember a single dream I had.
I didn't hear you mumbling in your sleep, but then again, I didn't spend that much time next to you listening, so.
Oh, thank you.
Take 2 puffs. All right, what else would you like to know, Max? Numbers, question, verification deck. Okay, 2 questions. I'll try to answer them both, but go ahead and ask them. Usually I end up answering both of them. Oh, thanks, baby. Save some for later. Okay. Numbers, question. Okay. And what's the secondary question? What's the second question? I'm going to start to shuffle. Pick your verification deck, too. This time you got to choose, though. I chose last time. You got to choose this time. You're next in line, V. It's list. Exclamation point list if you want to know where you're at. Or you can just look on the screen. It shows you where you're at. All right. So whenever you're ready, Max, throw me your numbers and your question. Okay. So should I pursue a horse career, and are you going to be successful doing it, right? Okay. Now your verification deck and your numbers. I know there's a little bit of a lag, so. Yellow again? Okay. All right, and you've got 9 shuffles on the yellow deck here. I'm going to start to cleanse these off here. Clear them off of all the past readings here, including the last one you had with me. Get them in the right spot for you. I like that spot. So here are your 9 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 9th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 9th card is on top. Let me do your shuffling of this deck here. Clear these cards off for you. Get them in the right spot. Tell me when they're ready, guys. Tell me when you're ready. Ready. Here we go. Here are your 8 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4 God card message with this message as well. And your 10th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Let's see what your verification card says for today. You got Isolt, the goddess of undying love. On the bottom of the card, it says this: Love, the love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. The love that you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So the love of this sport, the love of that which you want to do, is important. That you have to know, regardless of the situation, you have to believe in it. Okay? Now to your answer. You want to know if you should pursue a career in horse racing, right? Is this going to make you happy? Are you going to be able to get around the kind of people, the group of people you want to be around? Are they going to help you see the positive side of it? Yeah, you're competitors, but you're also a part of that whole culture. So it's time to get back out there and maybe be like a sunflower in a sunflower field, looking for the positivity all day long so that you will find it every single day. Remind yourself that this could be the thing that brings you to your happy point, the happy place you want to be. Yes, you will have to be determined about it. Yes, you will have to climb over some obstacles to get what you want. But these are nothing that you're not willing to do. You're willing to do the hard work it takes to become a professional horse racer. And you know what is included in doing that. So now that you know what the preparation work is, be determined that you are and will do this. You want to ask me if you're going to be successful? Well, you tell me. Are you going to be successful? Are you going to mold yourself into the shape you want yourself to be? So, raise your horses right. Feed them well. Make sure they're well trained. Make sure you're well trained. Make sure your equipment is good. Make sure that what you're doing, everything you're doing, all the ingredients come together. But it's your turn to mold it into the shape you see it becoming. So you must see it in your mind before you start to manifest it in your hands. Once you start to see it manifest, you work a little bit more. You work a little bit more until you see the shape you're ready to throw into that forge to cure it and make it the solid choice you want it to be. Don't crystallize in fear and let all of these anxieties and fears about it get in the way of what you really want to do. I know that there's some risk here. I know that there's a possibility you could fail, but you're letting all of these little things get in your way of your dream. It's time to melt these daggers down. Allow that thing which causes you not to believe in what you are capable of doing, and allow yourself to finally grow in a way that you're ready to. This time will be a time of learning and growing and becoming something better. But don't crystallize in fear over it. Allow that to become your power. Melt that ice and grow once again. Allow that ice to feed that happy feeling. And allow that water to go into that soil to help your garden grow and make you see the positiveness of this. Work hard and be determined with your path. Know that you're going to get there as quickly as you can. But once you reach your goal, I want you to do one thing for me. Take 1 month before you start doing this career and really, really appreciate and let it all soak in so that you know once you're ready to say, now I start my beginning. This will be my career. Will you win every race? I can't say you will, but maybe you'll win enough to mold yourself into exactly what you want yourself to be. So don't let your fears get in the way of you stopping you from doing something you've wanted to do. You know, there are worse careers out there than horse racing. And I think you have everything you need to do what you need to do. And here's what the gods, and especially this God, wants you to remind you of, okay? So here we go. What do they want? The 4 pieces of advice that you need for this career. Are you ready? Number 1. You have to remind yourself to open the right gifts in the right order. It is Christmas Day, and yes, you are going to get the kind of presents you want, but you have to open up the socks and the shirts first. You might get the ugly sweater from grandma, but that's going to help you in some way, shape, or form in the future. You can return the things that aren't working for you, but you have to allow yourself to accept the things that are good that are coming your way. So when you get the good things coming your way, don't back down. Don't stop fighting, and let it be the thing that drives you forward. Open up those arms and let God place in your hands what you're ready to receive. Number 2, remind yourself that you have work to do. There are some things you're going to have to become very disciplined with. You're going to have to allow yourself to let go of some of those things. Horse racing isn't a safe sport. No sport that you do with an animal is a safe sport. That animal can react in any way. So make sure your connection with yourself and how you feel inside, because an animal can pick up on that. We have to allow ourselves the freedom to move out that which will cause that partner that we're choosing in our life. Because remember, your horse is your partner. And that's who you have to remind yourself every day. You are my partner. Without you, I can't do this. Without you, and you will maybe race a couple different kind of horses from time to time, but you will have one that will be your Seabiscuit. I'm not saying you're going to be like Seabiscuit, but you understand the acknowledgement there, okay? And that means to move out the old bad habits so you can move more detailed and more practiced things. So you will know how to do it in a professional way, and you'll know how to do it by moving out some of the things that aren't going to work with you in this. Okay? You'll have to throw away some things so you can get ready to receive the right kind of gifts. But it's going to be your choice this time, not somebody else's. Last and 2 things, all these ingredients are going to have to come together. You're going to have the good things and the things that cause you to move and change. You're going to learn, you're going to grow, you're going to make mistakes. We're going to have to look at the positive side and say, I'm making progress. Yeah, I didn't win this race, but the next one I will, and the next one I will, and the next one I will. And even if you lose 1 or 2 races here or there, remember, all these ingredients have to come together and start to break down so that they become the very vessel of life you want to be mixing in. Just like when you create a beautiful alcoholic mead, you have to get the right kind of honey, you have to get the right kind of sugar, you have to get the right kind of catalyst to go in there, you have to add the spices to make sure that that all tastes good for you, and reminding yourself that you are creating the thing that you want to drink deep of someday. So create the right recipe for the right result. And last but not least, it's time to explode and follow your dreams. Let those competitions know that if you get in my way, I will explode like a madman out of those gates. I will do whatever it takes to win in a good professional way, at least. And I will do whatever it takes. If you're in my way when I'm on my way to the finish line, I will pass your ass and I will win that race. It's time to explode and make this world be your bitch a little bit. You've given it enough warning. It's time for the world to listen to what you're doing. That crust is finally cracked and that power is really ready to be given. If you can give it all, you can create the very world you've been looking for. And that is your message for today from your higher power to you about all of this, Max. So the answer in point is, yeah, you should. Will you be successful? You tell me. Because that's what it's going to be dependent on, your belief. If you believe you're going to be a success, then you will succeed. That's what I have to tell you today. So remind yourself of that. And everything is a partnership, and you do everything together. That career could be the best thing. You're going to find more joy in doing that than winning, honestly. Actually racing the horses, giving it your all, win or lose, that's what it's about for you. It's about the, can I prove to myself that I can do this shit? The fuck yes, you can do this shit, so go do it, damn it. All right. Fun and done with you. All right. If there are any more people out there who would like a reading, this is your last call. Your last call for a reading for today. If you wish to have a reading, you now have 5 minutes to enter my queue before I close it, guys. Alexa, 5-minute timer. V.
Starting now.
V to the reading room. V to the reading room. Viz. Welcome to my reading room. How are we doing today? Since it's your first time here, let me explain how things work. It's Wacky Wednesday, so we do things a little bit different on Wednesday. We have 3 verification decks in front of you. How do the verification work? Well, you choose one of these decks to help me verify whatever message you need to receive today. I will take whatever numbers you give me, and here are the numbers you need to give me. A 1 through 10 is your shuffle amount. A 1 through 52 is your answer amount. Those are the only 2 numbers you need to worry about. Ask your question if you have one, but if you just want a general reading, say I want a general reading. If cards fall out of the deck while I'm shuffling, those are called God cards. They're the most extreme messages I will give you. It's messages from your higher power straight to you to give you the advice you need to hear about this question you have or about something you need to know today. So just so you know how it works here, this is on Wednesday. Otherwise, we just use our normal 5 paths decks on a normal day. And you can come back tomorrow to see how that works if you want. Well, actually, tomorrow's going to be a completely different day. So on another day. So you want a future love reading? Please show me on your numbers 1 through 10, shuffle them out, 1 through 52, answer them out, and pick your verification deck. First number is 7. I'm going to start to shuffle the deck for you. And clear these cards off for you. Which verification do you want? Goddess deck, Sacred Circle deck, or the Fairy deck? Yellow, silver, or blue? Whichever one you want. Okay, Goddess deck. You got it. Okay, they're in the right spot for you. And let's shuffle this deck. Hi, Jing. All right, Jing. I'm only doing, if you're going to get more than one reading, I'm going to close the queue right now. Are you getting more than one reading, Jing? Or just one? Okay, then I'm going to close the queue down as of right now. Closing the queue. Alexa, cancel timer. And you'll have the last 2 readings, okay, Jing? Because that'll take up the rest of my time then. All right, V, let me cleanse these cards off for you and get to your reading real quick. You'll be next after this one, Jing, so. Welcome to Wacky Wednesdays. And you picked, the numbers are 7 and 36. When I add up all those, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 6, 16 is 7. So 7 shuffles the 7th card in. And we have an ad that's starting right now. So if you have ads, please let me know. And I will wait till you get back. I'm going to still cleanse these cards off here. All right. Once I see you say you're here, I will continue the reading here. Here are your 7 official shuffles. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. 7. Just want to make sure I get your reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7th card is now on top for you. Here's your answer from your gods. And these are in the right spot for you. So we've got 7 and 36. Here are your 7 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you want a future love reading, and the 36 card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 36 card is now on top for you. And you have a 2 God card message as well there. All right, V, here we go. All right, and let's see what the verification card is about love today. I really like this card, but I don't know if you're going to like it so much, but we'll see what you have to think here. V, you got Aphrodite, the inner goddess. What it says on the bottom of the card is, awaken the goddess within you through dance and self-care and appreciating your divinity. It is time to find love and awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So what does that mean? It's time to start to believe in your beauty, your love that you're ready to share, that you have done the inner work so that you will share your journey with someone. You're not looking for someone to fix you. You're looking for someone who can honestly share your journey with you and give you the right kind of relationship you want. Not the fake kind of icky love that you've had in the past. Real true love, where open, honest communication happens, where you have a partner who supports you, where they get to do something that's important to them, but you know you will always be that person for each other, where you know that that love will never die no matter what, that your power is absolute, and that your higher power is helping you with all of it. As we continue forward, and what you need to hear today is, yes, love is on the way. But we have to move past the sadness in our life first, allowing ourselves to say, I know I deserve better than I've gotten. And I know what to start to look for. I'm going to break through all of that stuff and sadness, and I'm going to really put myself out there and show people who I am now. I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm going to break through the clouds and let someone see me, the real me, the whole me. And that's the person I want to fall in love with me. So I want to break through this depression that's been in my past so I can find a brighter future. It will be time to celebrate life once again. Like the goddess just said, get out there, dance, celebrate. Give yourself that self-care. Go party. Go give yourself a spa day. Go give yourself a reason to feel beautiful and feel yourself that you have everything in it. Even if you're a man, go get your body in shape, look your best, your sharpest. Go get your peacock suit on and float your stuff and let your freak flag fly and show all the good and bad parts of you. The person who falls in love with you this time will be cause for celebration. So remind yourself that there might be even someone in your circle right now who looks at you in a way you never thought they did. It might be time to open up those eyes and start to look around at the one person who's always been there for you, who's always come to your aid whenever you needed it, whether you were appreciative of it or not. The person who gives you the straight advice and tells you exactly what you need to hear. They love you with all of their heart. They just wish you saw them in a different way than a friend sometimes. So maybe there is someone actually in your life that you're not seeing right now that you need to start to pay attention to. It's time to release all of this baggage that you've been hanging on to. It's not going to help you in the search for love anymore. Let's let that go to our compost pile where we can let it decay and die, where we don't have to worry about it. We're going to start to make better choices and decisions going forward. We're going to let that stuff decay. We're going to let that stuff go out of our lives so that we can start to get ready to put the fertilizer it will give us in that future. That compost pile is all about building up that readiness for it. So allow yourself to be ready for love by caring for yourself and loving yourself as much as the partner you want to love you as well. Not in an ego way, but a healthy way. allowing you to share that journey with the person that you're ready for. Glaze like the brilliant, beautiful sun in the sky that you are. Start to shine down onto the world you want to start to see happen in your life. If you take care of yourself and take care of your inner goddess and your inner god, whatever the case may be, and you believe that that is a beautiful thing that needs and deserves that love, love will find you because your light will be so bright they won't be able to not come towards you. So get ready and start to pay attention because the bright lights are going to shine and you might need sunglasses to see the right one. What does your God have to tell you? Well, these are verification cards from your higher power to you. It's a message, a two-carded message to you. Since you're a first-time person here, I always kind of warn people that these can be very extreme sometimes and can really kick your spiritual ass. I do that only for first-time readers, and I give you a choice to see these cards or not, because it may answer this question or it might give you advice on how to get what you want. Whatever the case may be, if you want to see your God cards, just say yes. It's time to donate back to yourself that which you actually need, that which you are ready to spend on yourself because you deserve to get what you want as well. So fulfill yourself the need and look for the thing that is going to fill you up inside that you'll want to donate everything to that person every day for the rest of your life so that they will keep donating back to you. Allow that to happen in your life, and that will start to bring the much needed beauty in, the much needed ability to get what you want. And last but not least, please, it's time to take just a little bit of time to tend to ourselves. Make sure we have all of our coals in the right spot. We're refocusing our fire so that it is the one fire we're looking at and we're concentrating on. We pay attention to that fire so that we can start to see that we are ready and available for love. But we also have to see that we have to take care of ourselves in order to get that love. And I kind of think that this whole message to you is if you are really ready and you have proven to yourself that this is verification for you that you're ready, then get up off of your ass, get out there, dance, sing, laugh, whatever it takes to celebrate life, because that's how you're going to find the one true love of your life. And that's what I got to tell you, V. And I do think there is a girl or someone in your circle right now that thinks of you in that way, and you just aren't opening your eyes to them. So I kind of want you to take a look at the people who have always been there, who seem to show up whenever you need them to show up. They feel like they've been, that it's so easy to be around them. You don't fight as much with them. It's just going to be one of those things where you're going to feel this. And I think if you opened up your eyes just a little bit, I think you'd see this person wants you really badly. You just been waiting for you to see them. So check it out. Make sure that that's not happening right in front of your eyes there. All right, Jing. Sure. Let's here's how we'll do that, okay? Pick a number 1 through 10, and I'll count that many cards out, and that will be your answer. Okay? Do you want me to use the Goddess deck or my deck for that answer? That's the only thing I want you to do. And yes, I will get you a read for Isaac after this, okay? So, V, you picked 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate is your answer. So they want you to take some time to really think about it. But once you've thought about it and you're sure, then yeah, you have to go ask. So it's time to give yourself some quiet time to reflect. And if it's her, and I'm going to go 4 more cards, 1, 2, 3, and 4, We have Hathor, which is receptivity. So let me see what it says here. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and abilities to give to others. I think that's your answer right there, V. Is she a little bit shy? I think that's kind of a yeah. A yes to your answer though. All right. I don't know. He, she's, he's, whatever the pronouns is, very vocal. Okay. So the quiet time might be just, do it. If you're going to ask, make sure it's just you and them. It's nice and quiet. He can hear you, kind of a deal. All right. Wife is laughing. I don't know what she's laughing about, but okay. All right, Jing. It's time for your readings. You want a reading about you and Isaac 3 and 4, and what do you want for your verification deck, Jing? Jing to the reading room. Jing to the reading room. Okay. Clearing the cards up for you, Jing. Got 4 and 13 for you. An Isaac reading, huh? Clearing these cards off really good for you, Jing, so you can get the right answer. Alright, and then 4 and 13, that would be 8. So you get 8 shuffles in this deck, so let me clear these cards off for you. Alright, and okay, and we got 8 shuffles. Here are your 8 shuffles for your verification deck there, Jane. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 2 many. 4 and 13 card is 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait, sorry. 8 card. 8th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Almost messed it up. Okay, and you have a reversed card for that answer. Gotcha, though. I got you. And then we got the 4 shovel and the 13. Here we go with your 4 shuffles right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 13th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right, and let's see what the verification deck card is. You have the Underworld reversed. Usually, this is the time when the veil is the thinnest, Jing. And if you know any about this time of year, it's usually the time where one thing ends and another thing begins. And as you are exiting the underworld, coming out of darkness into light. So when the card is reversed, you would go down into the dream time and start to work on what you wanted to have happen. But when it's reversed, that means that the work has already been done and it's time to come out of the cave and walk back onto that path out of the underworld back into life again. So it's that choice. Do you want to keep living in the death you're living in, or do you want to live back in life again? It's telling you that it's time to turn around and start to face the other way and get out of this darkness and back into the living world once again. Okay? So that's number one. Okay? About the Isaac situation. What's next for you is setting new foundations down. I try to keep myself very neutral when I give you your readings. I try to give you exactly what you need to hear, but I always get the same message from my guys when I read you, Jing. It's telling me that it's time for you to set down a new foundation, to clear the old one away from the past so you can start to make a new one. If Isaac is willing to do that, maybe that's where we can begin again. But we have to let this be our new beginning then. And let it be the new foundation we stand on. Can we break through the boundaries that have stopped us from what we needed to hear from one another? Can we start to listen to one another again? Can we break down the walls and start to melt that ice in between us so we both grow, so we both can become that better person? Or is this trip designed to make sure that you know where those boundaries lie, and so that you don't cross the wrong boundary? Maybe there are some boundaries he needs to set up and that you both need to set up so that you can both get what you want out of this relationship. But whatever's happening during this time and what's next for you, it's all being provided as a catalyst to ignite a new future. And you know that the catalyst of life is all the things that may be trouble and tribulations up to this point have been trying to help you get what you want. I know you want Isaac and you to work out. The universe is trying to give you what you want. They're trying to make this happen, but they can only do so much. Free will has to take charge here, and he has to ignite this new candle or new love within himself, just like you do. So if you want this to be that trip, to ignite a new future, it could either be the trip that tells you things are going to be better, or the trip that's going to say goodbye forever kind of a deal. Whatever is going to happen, it's going to be about communicating clearly. What do you need in a physical way for this to work? What do we need to do mentally for this to work? What do we need to start to believe in and give credence to our higher power or our love? Whatever our higher power should be our love, that we need to start to communicate. If we can't start to communicate in healthier ways, there's nothing that in this world that will fix it. As long as you can communicate clearly how you want this new foundation to be set, how we need to set up good boundaries, not bad boundaries, and take down the ones that are getting in the way, and use this to ignite a new future, maybe you get what you want. Or maybe this is the end of the road and it's time to come out of the dark and into the light once more. So what's your second question, Jing? We've talked about this, that I feel like Isaac is on the way out. Something tells me this trip isn't going to be a good trip. I'm just saying that's what my intuition, and that's what they're saying. Do you want the same deck for your verification? Or do you want a different deck? Do you want the same silver deck, or do you want something else? Remember, we got the fairy deck, or we got the goddess deck too. Okay. Well, answer that question. Which verification deck do you want? Do you want the same one, or do you want a different one? I know. Okay, I got your numbers. Yellow deck. Okay. And then I can put the rest of them away. See, that's the other thing. Because this is my last reading. Alright, fairies are going away. These are going away. This will be my last reading for today. People really must like the Wacky Wednesdays. I get a lot more people on Wednesdays. Maybe I should put a poll up and say, should I do this way from now on? Nope. All right. Jing, 17 and 8 are your numbers. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's 7. So 7 shuffles. Let me clear these cards off. What will happen if we take the trip with Isaac today? Let me know more about the trip. Want to know more about the trip for today, right? Okay, so clearing the cards off, and then we get a 7 shuffle. No, 7 shuffles, sorry. $16, yep. So that's 17, so... Alright, so here are your 7 shuffles. This is official now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't need anything else, so I'm putting the rest of them away. Alright, clearing the cards off, and we've got numbers 8 and 17 for you here, okay? What's going to happen on this trip? You want to know what will happen for you? I want you to know more about us if we go on the trip. Got you. Just had to reread it the right way. All right, here are your official shuffles here. Jing, this is 8 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. No God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and I believe it's 17. Yep, 17 is now on top. Okay, and I'm just going to put these away. Wife is watching videos. Okay, Jing, we've got all the cards we need for your reading today. And the answer of what will happen on the trip and what is coming for you on that trip and stuff like that. Let's see what your verification card says first. You have Acura, Blossoming. Let me show you the card here. Okay. Come on. Okay, and on the bottom of the card it says, you are just getting started. So have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. You are just getting started. So have patience with yourself and the person and do not give up. So it's giving you that advice today. Who you shouldn't give up on? Let's see what the cards have to tell you about that. Remind yourself that this image that we've had of this, the way the relationship has been up to this point, Jane, we have to break free of that image if anything is ever going to change. If this could be that moment that things could change for the better, we have to start seeing it in a new, different way. We can't keep looking at each other through the same lens anymore. We have to see all of each other the way we're supposed to see one another, the good, the bad, the uglies, and everything in between. But it's breaking free of that image and being revealed what's really going on and showing you the real reflection of what the truth is. So you're going to get the truth today, one way or the other. Prepare for what is to come, because there might be some things that you can suggest that we can do to fix it, if it is fixable. Remind yourself you both got to add to this recipe, and you're going to have a long, hard talk about what goes into that recipe and who's going to add what at what time and how we're going to do this together. If it can't do that, then it's going to be time to say whatever we can do with our own lives. The card of fanning in the future is about picking up that point in your life where you take control of your life and you stop listening to what everybody else has been telling you and you do what your heart tells you to do. You fan the fire you want to start to feed. And if you feed it enough, that fire will grow. So I can't say, my usual advice would be to maybe not, to worry about this a little bit, but maybe this is a good thing, and you'll see what the benefit of it, because you'll be able to take back the control together, and we'll stop listening to what everyone has been telling us and start to find a new way to do it. So maybe that's what it is that's going to happen. But whatever happens, we're going to have to forge together what we want to create. So that's the key here, Jing. Together. This cannot be and will not sustain if this is a just you project. If this is only going to be a one-way street, then I suggest you don't go with this plan and go with the plan you know in your heart you have to follow. Remind yourself that you use all the ingredients or you get your soul red hot so that you can. So don't, let me read it one more time and then we'll get on to the last thing here. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process. Do not give up. Take heed of the image you are creating and what you need to break free of. Create the right recipe for success. Take that control and make sure you feed the fire underneath that soup so we can get working on it, so that we can make this be what we want it to be. That's your answer, Jing. So I think this is you telling him also kind of what you want as well, Jing. Maybe you get what you want out of it. I'm optimistically hopeful that it works out the best for you today, but part of me also wants to kind of get you ready for the answer you don't want to. And I'm kind of stuck in the middle on that intuitionally. I think it's too much in the free will game thingy for me to really see what's coming next. So kind of have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? You'll know by the end of today, though, one way or the other. You should know. That's what I got for you, young lady. I really hope that helped you today. I hope that gave you something to hope for. I wish you and Isaac the best. I hope it works out. I really do. Because I know how badly you want this. I just hope he's reaching out for good reasons, okay? I really do. All right, guys. I want to say thank you to all of my beautiful people who stopped by today. All the people who gave me all of their love. Tomorrow, we will be doing a charity stream. We will be opening the veil. I'll be doing an opening and closing ritual. It will be a 6-hour stream tomorrow. We will be contacting the other realm. I will be allowing spirits to channel through me. I will be allowing people from your loved ones from your past to come through. This is for charity, guys. So if you have any day that you can bring that money, remember we're doing this to raise money for the American Heart Association. I would really appreciate your help tomorrow. Make that happen. I'm trying to raise at least $1,000 for the American Heart Association tomorrow. If you can help, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. Either way, we're going to have a really good stream tomorrow. I hope and pray that you all are well in your journeys. Remember, make today your best day ever by choosing it to be so. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see. All right, let's go find who we're going to go give our love to for today, and we'll get on to that next. All right. I'll get you some more in a second. Let me finish rating first.
That's why I'm just waiting patiently.
I saw you. Need more water now, because I don't...
Give me that and I'll get you water.
Oh, wait. No, I don't. I need more coffee. Sorry, sit down.
Okay. I gotta adjust the...
Okay, well, adjust your butt and then sit down. Here's the sugar if you need it.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to go to Chilled Leo, but I got to wait for her to get back first, so, because we're not going to raid her in the middle of that. We're going to go to Chilled Leo today and play some Stream Raiders. But I wanted her to be here for the raid. Or maybe I should go somewhere else. Let's see, who else is out there? You guys want to go to, let's go play some marbles today. How about that? We'll go give Cam on the Kaba raid today. He always likes when I come in and say hi. So, we're going to go do that today, okay? If you guys want to follow along with me, here's raid message number 1. Here's raid message number 2. If you're a subscriber, use number 2. If you're not a subscriber, use streamer number 1. I really appreciate you guys. We're out of here for today. I love you. Take care. Come on now. All right, a little bit longer. There, here's the water if you want to fill it.
Okay.
Just want to empty that in. All right, here we go, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you. Out of here. Beep, beep.